Hello, you all, and as requested, the legendary Miss Aretha Franklin, Bridge Over Troubled Water, 1971. My goodness, let's get it. That is way back there, isn't it? Mm. You better play that old organ. I feel like those organs had some soul to them, like a literal soul to it. I mean, when I was younger and in church, oh, she's playing. You better play. Y'all better sing. Come on. Y'all better sing. Love that. Sing. Come on. Sing. So powerful and bright. Very bright melody. You better. Come on. Come on. Jesus, that's high. Come on. Come on, in the descending run at the next. She bad. Come on. What the heck? That's a nice touch too. Sustain. I mean, it's still going, doggone. I wanted to hear her because you could tell they cut this off of time, but she was still going, and that audience was just getting toe up. Just toe up. I wish I had like an extended version of that, of her just grooving into it, man. Like I said, this reminds me of when I was a kid and when I go to church, in my grandma's church. She have a church, and uh, uh, the family would play some of the instruments and sing and things like that. My memory is not much, but this just totally throws me back to that. With that being said, man, just I mean, Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul, an absolute legend, the epitome of the word legend. Actually, probably the first face that pops up into my head when I just think of the word legend. She is inspired just every real singer I'd say after her, pretty much. Just absolute fire, and like I said, the brightness, that wide open, that placement, that mass, wide open, full, super bright, super potent, just all encompassing belts. Just the resonance, the projection, effortless, and extreme. Her high notes, I mean, just ridiculous, out of this world, and she's sustaining them and using vibrato up there too. And it's just while sitting down and just killing the organ. I mean, just like it's nothing. Her high notes were extreme, extreme. Not only in just the note that she's hitting, but how she hits it. It is so powerful, and the mix is brilliant because it's a lot of chest, but it's like a lot of head too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually it's one is biased towards the other, but I say hers is like just right in the perfect spot. But it's still total, it gives the impact of like a full chest belt. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound like there's any head in it, but it's just, it's because it's so bright and it's so free, and it's so she's just a natural, legitimate soprano. You know what I mean? I feel like that word gets thrown around a lot, but she is a legitimate soprano, like Patti LaBelle. Like, they are legitimate sopranos. Like, they lived and breathed up there. Like, they got their money notes, their most powerful notes were up there. Ridiculous. And the fact, again, she's sitting down and the fact she can play for herself. I love that. I love that, the fact that she can play for herself, and two, again, the background singers, they were phenomenal. They sound like they came straight out of the church. like and their blend together, their harmonies together. At times they sound kind of wild, but then they sort of reel it in, and they sort of start to blend. Like, it's a good like that church, like that southern church, but it's also some refinement too. You know what I mean? Like they it's times when they step out and they sound kind of wild, and then they come back like at the end of certain phrases, and the way they blend. Let it be, like when they held that B part out, the way they came in back to each other and blended. I love how they mixed, and Aretha in general was great at mixing, like the gospel, the church, with the more just sort of, I don't know how to describe it. I won't say refined, but I mean some of the greatest, most refined people singers are from the church. So it wouldn't be doing church just because just the more, sort of popular. Do I want to say classic sort of vibes? We'll say the more rounded edginess of like the pop, and it's not really pop because it's soul, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? You understand, you understand. And speaking of which, her runs, her transitions, her head voice, beautiful as well. And I mean, just the queen of soul. Let me know what you all thought. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and please do more of your